Hello everyone, this is Korith Landwalker, and tonight we have another exciting episode of Star Trek Online ahead. But first, I want to point out that Star Trek Online, next week, they are going to be starting their winter event. And I will actually have my character do a little bit of that. And I'm going to show you why. Strictly because of this. Apparently, you can get these rewards. I'm hoping it's for the ornaments that they usually throw out during the event. Because, come on, look at them. It's a Targ with barrels of beer. Okay, technically it's Warnog, but come on. It's beer. And then the other pet is just a barrel of Warnog. I must have these. Zidane must have these. I can't pass that up. So I had to at least remark on this, and hopefully I will remember to take the time. Hey, Legend, glad see you here. Lurk away, lurk away. I cannot pass up the opportunity for my character to basically call up a Targ with beer on command. I can't. So I've got to do the winter event, at least enough to get those two vanity pets. Okay. With that out of the way, on to the show. Last week, Zidane managed to get his way through the mirror universe and come out alive. Managed to look at the other side of the looking glass. But was kind of one loose end involving something the Cardassians in the true way were doing somewhere else. What do you think the odds are that Zidane's going to have to investigate it? I'd say pretty good. So let us load in. Now, I also did a couple other things while I was offline. Partially to clean up the inventory, but also to grab some stuff. For example, I basically have a number of things that I could pull from the C store based on account unlocks I've had over the many years that I've been playing this game. And I may not necessarily use them all. For example, I can't see myself using the medical vanity shield unless it looks really good. Well, you know what? Let's find out if it looks really good. Let's hop out of the out of the area of the bay door system there so that I can see the ship clearly. And we're going to go to visuals. And if you have a visual effect from one of your deflectors, your impulse engines, or your shields, but you don't want to be dealing with whatever old and ugly stats it might have, you can just pull it over here. So if I were to find something that was, really impressive about the Riemann shields, but I wanted to keep their appearance, I would move the shields over here and put in the better shields here. Of course, I kind of like this appearance right now, but let's see what happens if I put in... I was kind of hoping for something a little more impressive looking than that. Yeah. No. Well, hey, I can always put it back in the bank later. Also have a couple appropriately timed Bajoran weapons that will level up with me, so I can give these weapons, a phaser rifle and a phaser pistol, to whoever has garbage as far as their weaponry goes. So let's see. Level 6, level 7, level 4. Thrak is a leading contender here. So Thrak, congratulations. You are now the proud user of the Bajoran phaser rifle. The guys down here who don't get to go on landing parties, they don't get to have the fun. Also, you'll notice this. the polytrinic acid horta. This was given away some time ago, and the short version is I can call it out and it'll go and try to vaporize whatever. Well, okay, it won't really do a good job on vaporizing like the horta did on that one mission. But you know, hey, it's an additional source of damage. Never ignore additional sources of damage. You just don't do that. I had also managed to grab a couple extra duty officers. Let's see, roster. Most of them are purple quality, so we've got Aang the Vicious, Neil Falconer in my tactical area. We've got, scroll, Goshi the Augment, an automated personnel unit, and Elam Zial. They're heading up the security. They're in security? Huh. Yeah, I guess they are. It seems that the tactical side of things is well represented by the purple duty officers. I thought I had one more that was, you know, something other than that, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, since we're on the subject of duty officers, let's complete their assorted missions.
Congratulations, Captain.
Ooh, and I even leveled up in the process. It's always nice when you have something like that happen right off the bat. And let's see, blue, I've got purple engineer. Unfortunately, why would it be the purple engineer? Come on, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty happy with my current engineer. But, you know, sooner or later, the mind may change. Okay, let's grab the engineering XP for R&D. And I'd grabbed a research lab guy last week. So now I can do 2 of these. And hopefully next week that'll unlock another slot here so I can start doing 3 at a time. Of course, I guess that means I'd have to have a 3rd research assistant, wouldn't I? You know, sometimes a plan just does not go the way you anticipate. Okay, last step with the duty officers. We're going to try to do as many marauding things as I can because I do have a Klingon recruitment event associated with it. Unfortunately, it seems that I don't seem to have very many of those assignments here. Those cost 50,000 credits, which I don't have available. Ransom a prisoner, why not? Scavenge, why not? Raid mining colonies, why not? And we'll hold off on the rest for now. Finally, I have some skills thanks to just leveling up literally a few moments ago. We are dealing with the captain level stuff. I could grab the next level of shield penetration, but we're going to grab a hull penetration now. I will get the remaining shield penetration before all this is through. Trust me on this. Alright. I think we're good to go. Oh, one of my space traits went away. And I still don't know what happened to that trait I thought I had. Flight and impulse speed. That's always a plus. Alright, Administrivia is done. Now it's time to be Klingon, to borrow a phrase. And we're going to start the factory.
The pad you discovered on Gulkar revealed the location of a secret facility in the Alpha Quadrant. There appears to be some kind of alliance between the True Way and the Dominion. We cannot allow them to join forces.
Yeah, the last time they did, it was pretty bad for pretty much this half of the galaxy. So, usual trifecta: experience points, expertise, and dilithium ore, and a choice of hand weapons, or a career-specific rare kit reward.
How
You
can I
know,
help you?
I'm kind of liking that one because I'm pretty sure that my kits are down to basically 2 items, and one of them is all the way back from my low-level stuff, so I could probably use the improvement. Honestly, what I could do is next time I happen to be at Kronos to pick up some kit modules and not worry about it anymore. I mean, I hope I can afford that. So we are going to transwarp ourselves to the Devos system because, again, who wants to see me taking my time across the galaxy? Devos. Devos 2 was an inhabited planet under the control of the Sona until the Dominion War. At that time, a factory was built. Come on, guys. Don't use spell checker to check your grammar. Built on the planet to produce Ketracel White. After the war, Devos 2 became virtually unpopulated. The Alpha Quadrant Jemadar established a base of operations near the former Ketracel White facility. Now, it's kind of worth a note here that this mission used to be, well, it's not so much this mission, but the mission to now and the next mission used to be very different. Sir, we have arrived in the Devos system at the coordinates from Golkardek's pad, detecting Cardassian and Dominion energy signatures. So, let's refresh our memory.
Golkardek to Golpalat. I have run into some complications. Namely, some agents have interfered with my plans. They have stolen the orb of possibilities. I assume they have returned it to the Bajorans by now. Fortunately, the anomaly remains stable. I was able to retreat to the mirror universe where I have taken shelter with my Terran allies. However, I believe they are waiting for my return. Therefore, I need you to meet with Dumatsu Khan at the facility in the Devos system in my stead. Coordinates are attached.
So now we're all caught up. So it's time to cloak, because killing from cloak is one of my requirements to continue my work on the Klingon recruitment stuff. Charge up, prep up, cut loose. One down, two down. Oh, they were practically simultaneous. I love it when a plan comes together. And I haven't even activated my damage aura. Sir, my scans indicate that these are Alpha Jemadar. That is, Jemadar bred in the Alpha Quadrant. Well, thanks, Thrak. I'm glad you were able to tell me these things. Alright. A slightly larger target this time. Time to have at 'em. Pretty sure I've said enemies. No, that's weapon systems. Which one of these is the enemies? None of them hit the engines. And it doesn't matter because it's blowing up. Man, when the devs said they were redoing the explosions of this game, I didn't take it seriously, but I am impressed with the work. Oh! Jem'Hadar battleship. Okay, now we're getting to the heavy hitters here. This guy's gonna be no joke. Arming all weapons. And we begin. That's right. Come chasing me. Come chasing me. Oops! Looks like you just got hit by the tractor beam mines I have thrown out there. Surely it stinks to be you. Yeah, he's not going to last much longer. My shields are a mess. But his ship is a mess. Could there be a changeling in the Alpha Quadrant we don't know about? Well, let's hope not, because that would complicate life a lot. Okay, let's do a little bit of shield repair here. Huh. I could have sworn I had an emergency power to shields ability somewhere. Scan complete, sir. I am detecting numerous life signs, mostly Jem'Hadar. It appears to be some kind of manufacturing facility. Based on the presence of the large amount of iridium bicantazine I am detecting, along with the Jem'Hadar life signs, I would venture that this is a Ketracel White factory. Now remind me, since it's been like 30-some years since the Dominion poked their nose in this part of the galaxy, what is Ketracel White? Ketracel White is an addictive narcotic containing nutrients and an enzyme lacked by the Jem'Hadar. The Dominion uses it to keep control of the Jem'Hadar. Okay, let's see if we can find a place to beam down. I've located a cave just above the facility that should allow us to beam in undetected. Are you ready? Yes, I am. I said yes, I am. Bugs. Let's take a look at our cast list, shall we? At least for now, until I decide I get sick of them and throw them to the wolves or something. We got Balera, my tactical officer, an apparent ninja based on those melee abilities she's got in her first 2 tactical slots. Thrak, my midget Gorn doctor. Okay, he might not actually be a midget. It's kind of hard to tell from that. We've got Siege, my science officer, and Valkrav, my engineer. Don't disappoint me, team. We've arrived in a cave just above the facility, sir. Scans confirm that this is indeed a factory for producing Ketracel White. If we were to destroy this factory, it would be a great blow to these Alpha Jem'Hadar, their true-way allies. A few well-placed charges could cause a chain reaction that destroys the facility. Detecting Cardassian and Dominion life signs below, sir. We'd best be on our guard. Alright, now this is kind of a neat bit here. I'm actually going to be rappelling down, and it's a pity they don't have this kind of thing happen more often in the game. Because it looks cool. What more reason do you need to have it in other than that? Oh yeah, gotta have my Batleth out because melee kills are my goal to allow me to upgrade my Batleth to its full potential. Oops, did I just kill someone by accident? I mean, accident is kind of a strong term because, you know, it was on purpose. To refresh memory, this handy little device here is the Klingon encrypted Klingon receiver that I got as a Klingon recruit from a mysterious benefactor. Now, in order for me to get benefits for this handy upgrade to the Batleth of Stovokor, which will also allow me to unlock it for all of my characters, which is, you know, powerful motivation, I need to get 1,000 melee kills, and I am only 610 kills into it. I keep flirting with the possibility of arming all my bridge crew with the melee weapons just to see how it works out. But I have a feeling it wouldn't work out nearly as nicely as I would like to think. Now, I referred to killing people under cloak. This is what I was going for: defeat enemies after damaging them during an ambush. I've gotten this available, but I'm holding off on this until I get to a substantially higher level in the hopes that it will give me equivalent level consoles. I am only 137 in toward my 500, however, which would get me more consoles. At 1000, I'll get an improved trait, Hunter's Instinct. And that bugs me because, you know, I should have Hunter's Instinct and Warrior's Blood available. Well, Warrior's Blood's there. What about Hunter's Instinct? I have not seen Hunter's Instinct at all. Oh, it's a Starship trait. It is a Starship trait. So what? Why am I not seeing... Oh. Oh. I am a moron. Starship trait, not space trait. And those don't unlock until level 50. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, I also got this Romulan Mystery Reward. But again, holding off on that till they get to the higher levels. Oh, I am kicking myself now. How did I miss that? While I'm here, let's move these guys to candidate roster. I can always turn them into manuals later. More on that when it becomes relevant. Alright, we've taken care of that explanation. Now it's getting back to the fun. Specifically, the fun of chopping Jem'Hadar into small, bite-sized pieces. Oh, no you don't. No kill stealing this guy. Ow. Jem'Hadar like to throw those mines down. I could have told you that. Oh, sure you could. Sure you could, Cap. Okay, let's set the bombs down. What? More Jem'Hadar? Where? And how are you doing, Cap? Hope things are going well on your end of the monitor. I understand that you're doing criminal activities in another science fiction game that I've been known to stream. The area is secure, sir. The area just ahead appears to be a laboratory, detecting multiple Jem'Hadar life signs and one Vorta life sign. Now that's a big deal because the Jem'Hadar are the soldiers, but the Vorta are basically middle management. So obviously what I want to do is get the Vorta. Of course, being a middle manager, that means they're all smug and overbearing and have an overinflated opinion of themselves. Hello, Jem'Hadar. Love it when my tactical officer goes kung fu. Oh, no you don't. You go down too. Okay, we're clear there. Let's slap this. What? More Jem'Hadar incoming? Keep them off my back while I finish. Okay, fine. They want to be a problem? Let's let them be a problem. If they're going to keep bugging me while I'm trying to set a bomb, well, they deserve what they get. What? There's one I missed? Oh, he was hiding in the corner there. All right. Let's take a look at the gentleman over here. Hi there.
Greetings. I am very glad to meet you. I am Naaman, a Vorta scientist and servant of the Founders and the Dominion, of course.
Wait, you're actually happy to see us here? What is wrong with this picture?
Oh my, yes. I have a proposition to which I hope you shall be amenable. I serve a founder named Los. He is one of 100 founders sent here to the Alpha Quadrant. His actions have placed me in a bit of a moral conundrum that I hope you can help me unravel.
A Vorta with morals? Seriously?
Las was the first of these Alpha Quadrant founders to emerge. He located and gathered the others into a new Great Link. However, he has not seen fit to tell these founders that the war with the Dominion is over, and that the Great Link is alive and well in the Gamma Quadrant. Instead, he has convinced them that you solids exterminated the Great Link, and are attempting to exterminate these founders as well.
I don't have any great personal problems with that, but then again, I am a Klingon warrior. So why are you betraying him?
Betrayal is such an ugly word. I prefer to think of our arrangement as a creative solution to a difficult problem. But semantics
Isn't he a
aside,
weasel?
I do not feel so much that I am betraying Loss as liberating the other 98 founders and serving the Dominion and the founders. I do not believe they would want these Alpha Quadrant founders to be ignorant of the truth. I also fear that if Loss continues his plans, it could result in the death of founders. The morphogenic virus still lives in the memory of the Dominion.
Now, for those of you who are mathematically inclined, you may have noticed that Las plus 98 does not equal 100. If I were a true Klingon, I wouldn't correct grammar mistakes. I'd just kill whoever was made the mistake. Yes. You ended the sentence with a preposition, you bastard! Die! But the other number 100 founder was, as everybody who watched DS9 knows, was Odo. So why are you still serving Las after all of this?
Several reasons. First, even if I do not agree with him, he is a god. Second, he is my only link to the other founders here. Finally, his Jem'Hadar are fanatically loyal and watch me constantly. Although you seem to have mitigated that issue.
Right, so what exactly are you doing here, Vorta?
My job is to supervise the Ketracel White production. While the Jem'Hadar are mighty warriors, they are not the greatest scientists, nor do we wish them to have the secret of Ketracel White production.
So this brings us to the point of, why are we talking?
Loss keeps me away from the new link. They have been raised on his deceits, and so will be utterly convinced that you are attempting to exterminate them. I believe we can help each other. You can free me and take me to the new link, where I can explain to the founders the truth, that the Dominion still exists, and that you are not hunting them to extinction.
Alright, sounds promising. So obviously I'm not sure I trust what you're saying. What else aren't you telling me?
Oh, I do not like the word catch. It sounds so mercenary. But yes, my price is Loss's life. After I reveal the truth to the new link, you must allow them to mete out their justice. I cannot jeopardize the life of a founder under any circumstances.
Fine, fine, fine. If it gets the Jem'Hadar off our back, fine. The area ahead appears to be some kind of command center. I am detecting Cardassian and Jem'Hadar life signs.
I'll be glad to get out of here. These Alpha Jem'Hadar don't understand the proper respect owed to a Vorta.
Isn't he such a weasel? I mean, I kind of want to decapitate him right now. I can't, of course, but I really want to. So we'll continue wandering through here. You know, this cavern network has a familiar feel to it. I wonder if they reused the map Oh, maybe. Yeah, I wonder if they reuse the map assets to one of the star. I don't know if I'll have access to it as a Klingon. But there's an episode involving the called Temporal Ambassador. And the map here sure looks like it's that, even if it has different textures.
Intruders! I'll put up a force field. You dump the data.
Oh well. Stealth is overrated anyway.
We've got to stop the first before he deletes all the data.
Yeah, well, you know, priorities. Jem'Hadar first. That is, the ones that are immediately shooting us. Then we'll worry about the one who's playing around on the computers. Alright, looks like we've got a console over here. We can turn off the force field. It's about to be a bad day for you guys. Oh, guys, both of them at once? Oh, better yet. I want the first, however, because, you know, he's the one who's likely to be legitimately dangerous. And, accordingly, a worthy foe. No kill stealing, people. Oh, we still have a guy who's up the top here. Down you go to.
Excellent. I shall retrieve the coordinates.
Then get to it, Vorta. Preferably this week. Yeah, it's got the red alert thing has to be done. The combat music has to stop before he starts moving around and doing stuff. Annoying, but what can you do? Ooh, more Jem'Hadar. It's like Christmas for Klingons. Although, admittedly, next week will be Christmas for Klingons. Oh, I'm looking forward to that so much. Targ's carrying beer. I cannot pass that up. He's only a third of the way done. Tell that Vorta to work faster. On the bright side, I am racking up the melee kills. At least I hope I am. Oops, too slow for that one. Man, I hate those subspace mines. For reasons a lot like that. Come on, more melee kills, more melee kills. Yeah, Solid Saboteur probably comes from wiping out a bunch of Jem'Hadar. Or maybe it's Dominion focused. 100 Dominion Cardassians, okay. Thrak, you kill stealer! I think Nemen's finally gotten done with his stuff, so let me just grab all the various loot things here. If nothing else, I can always sell the stuff later. Especially the Ketracel White, because if I give the Ketracel to one of my people, I end up poisoning them.
I have the data. It will take some time to decrypt, but I recommend we depart as quickly as possible.
I approve. Let's get out. But first, allow me to leave a gift. Spoiler alert. It blows up. And we are beaming out before we start having things explode. Because exploding is inconvenient. Detecting Cardassian and Dominion energy signatures incoming. The charges on the surface are ready to detonate on your command. Let's do it. Well, that was satisfying.
You are so quick to blow things up. Such a waste. That factory might have come in handy someday.
No, this was definitely the best use for it. Big explosion. Actually, I do have one regret, and that's not setting it off when those Jemadar ships were closer. I wonder if I could have taken some of them out for the explosion too. Ah well. Sometimes the plans work out, sometimes they don't. Okay, one Jemadar ship is well and truly stuck. That frees me up to deal with this one.
You really seem to have angled the Jemadar. Of course, they always seem a bit angry, don't you think?
I think of him more as cranky than angry, but sure, we'll go with that. Oh, and some Cardassian ships coming along too. There are a lot of explosions going on here. I'm really happy with the way they do explosions these days. It's very impressive. Sir, Nemen is requesting to speak with you. If we must.
I have completed the decryption of the data we recovered. The new link appears to lie in the Orias system. I have transferred the coordinates to your helm. I want to thank you for your service to the Dominion. I also want to remind you of our agreement, namely, that Loss, or any other founder for that matter, is not to be killed by you.
Yeah, sure. I'll honor the agreement. My word, after all, is my bond. The Klingons know something of honor, not like Jem'Hadar or Vorta. Are you ready to depart the system, sir? Why, yes, I am. Out we go. So let's report to Commander Suresh.
Congratulations on destroying the facility. That should cripple the Alpha Jem'Hadar for the time being. But we need to make contact with this new link. Hopefully Nemen can convince them of the truth before it's too late. Keep a close eye on him. We may have a treaty with the Dominion, but that doesn't mean I trust them. Aborta's first loyalty will always be to the Founders.
Alright, got the usual trifecta. We'll grab the kit reward because...
Congratulations, Captain.
Oh, stealth module. Cool. That means I have a personal cloaking device now. That'll be cool. Plus, I have a new kit frame, which is substantially better than the one I'm using now, so pop that in too. And, wow, I just leveled up. So let's grab a skill, and we're going to go and pop another hull penetration. Getting closer to the maximum special skills here. Focused Frenzy. Soon. Why does this space crate always clear out? What is... Bugs! Stay. Okay, let's do a quick check on my people, see if we can improve their equipment any. I've got one size 7, well, tier 7 shield, which really almost all of them could use, so we're going to give it to Thrak because he's the doctor and he can use it the most. As far as weaponry goes, we're pretty much okay as far as weapons go. Armor, let's see, tier, that's 5, 6, 4, and 4. Well, Dragoon's not really one of the bridge, he's not one of the people who goes down landing parties though. So we will give that one to Thrak. I also have a 6 here. Do I have anybody who's using less than 6? Yes, Valera. Congratulations, Valera. You are now the proud owner of a tier 6 armor suit. I do. Ah! Ah! How'd this get in here? A tribble! Ah! Get rid of it! Get rid of it! Next thing you know, it'll start eating my food and multiplying like crazy. And no, 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 no. Not just no, but heck no. Okay, we know an anti-proton gun is pretty nice, but plasma assault miniguns are better. So there we go. All right, I think that takes care of our need for equipping at the moment. So let's see what the commander has to say about the new link.
Naaman has decrypted the coordinates for the link. They designate a location in the Alpha Quadrant, near the Orion system. This changeling named Lux has deceived other changelings in his name into thinking we are exterminating them, and that we massacred the Gamma Quadrant changelings as well. You must have Naaman help you convince them of the truth.
So, what can we look forward to? The usual trifecta of experience points, expertise, and dilithium. And also, resonating Tetrion beam weapons, or possible chronoton weapons. Honestly, I hate them all.
How can I help you?
I can always sell them for credits. Before we go to the next part of the galaxy, let's see if there's any more marauding assignments here that I can grab. No, it's too much to hope for. So since we're practically right next door to the next destination, plus it's going to be over in another sector, so maybe, just maybe, yeah, I got some more stuff here. Up. Unfortunately, most of the stuff... Hey, where did it all go? Where did it all go? Okay, let's back up. It seems that sector boundaries aren't quite as cut and dry as one might think. I want all those options back, dagnabbit. Okay, stop. Okay, let's see. Disable freighters. Disable another freighter. Ransack a colony. Raid a colony. Alright. Orius 3. The Orius system has 6 planets. Of those worlds, one is M-class. Orius 3 is uninhabited, and for decades was used by the Obsidian Order for training exercises and as a detention site. In 2371, the Order used the system as the location of a fleet intended to enter the Gamma Quadrant and attack the Founder's homeworld. The attack failed, and the Obsidian Order ships were destroyed by a Jem'Hadar counterattack. We've arrived in the Orius system. There is an M-class planet ahead, but I am detecting Jem'Hadar vessels in the vicinity. I doubt they will allow us to reach the planet unscathed. Ooh, I think if there's going to be any scathing being done here, it will be done by us.
Will not likely be interested in negotiation. I'm afraid you'll have to fight your way through.
How utterly disappointing. Really. Can't you tell how disappointed I am? Die, Jem'Hadar scum! Well, that was fast and abrupt.
Still, the nice thing about Jem'Hadar is that you can always breathe more.
A battleship. Back to Cloak. Again, primary goal is to do all my stuff from Cloak so I can get the maximum benefit of, well, the ambush attack and extra credit for using the ambush ability. Okay, my shields are definitely taking a little bit of a beating here, and his is in better shape than mine. Do some hull repairs. Oh,
To think, I will be the first Vorta to meet the new Link.
yeah, don't get too excited, Nemen. They seem to have a Guardian satellite ahead, so it would be wise to remove that annoyance too. Again, going in cloaked, and look at all those torpedo launchers. And a ship. Okay, I want to get in as close as I can to as many turrets as I can, so I can pop them with my fire at will ability. And do as much damage as I possibly can. Well, my front shields have had better days. My hull has had better days. But I think we've pretty much trashed the hull of those things pretty badly. Oh, how about that? I must have missed a turret. And disable the platform. And now they are wide open for a ground assault. Oh, he's coming with us too. I guess that makes sense. We've arrived on Arias, sir. I am detecting Jem'Hadar life signs. We should be on our guard. So this is my stealth
You have to
module.
admire the devotion of the Jem'Hadar. They never seem to tire of throwing their lives away for the Founders.
Basically a 15-second stealth. No combat actions can take place for the first, we'll call it 4 seconds. I'm rounding.
There it is. It's even more beautiful than I imagined. To think, my gods slumber below, dreaming in their link.
Yeah, that looks like it was made up of more than 100, unless it's a really thin glaze. Now, at the beginning of all these two missions, I was going to explain how they've changed over the years. When they originally had these Cardassian missions in the early days of the game, the big deal here was not so much dealing with the Founders, although I'm pretty sure Lass was involved. Your first step wasn't dealing with a Ketracel White facility. You were actually taking out a Jem'Hadar hatchery. So you can imagine the reaction of some of the players out there. Screams of, "We're killing Jem'Hadar babies!" It probably wasn't the best look. That's why that was one of the missions that people were not sorry to see go away when they revamped the Cardassian arc. That and the Divide et Imperia for the Romulans were probably two of the most reviled missions of the original Star Trek Online game. If they would make changes more like that more often, then maybe they wouldn't have so many people howling for blood every time they removed stuff from the game. Ah, you kill stealer. He was mine. It's going to be interesting after this mission is done to do a quick check to see how many melee kills I've racked up here. Of course, it would probably be easier if I'd, actually kept track of where I started. Hello, Jem'Hadar. Guess what time it is? It's time to slice. It's time to dice. Oh no, subspace mines? No mines for you. And look, what's this? A Ketracel White container. And, shocker, there's Ketracel White in there. Who would have thunk? Trace elements in this batch of Ketracel White confirms that it was manufactured in the facility on Devos.
To have you here, I hope the founders will understand the necessity and forgive me.
No, deal with it, you weasel. Collect a sample of that for analysis. And then follow me. The work is not yet done. And here we are. So many targets. It's like an embarrassment of riches. Man, I really wish I had the lunge kit ability, because that would allow closing in so much faster. Ow, ow. Stupid mines. Let's take advantage of my stealth ability and sneak on up and then carve in their midst. Ooh, a Jem'Hadar Elder. A supposed tough guy among the Jem'Hadar. Okay, I can't complain about being kill stolen on that one. He was using a melee attack to do it. Someone's missing. There you are. Retrieve pad. Ah, here we are. That tiny little pad down here. To whoever finds this pad, know that what you are reading is an act of disobedience. And if you are reading this, I am most likely dead. We are programmed to believe that the founders are gods and infallible. But lately, I have begun to question Laz's orders. Some of his explanations no longer make sense. For example, we have been monitoring the transmissions from local systems, and none of them have any mention of this crusade against the founders. One of my brothers says he went to a facility where Ketracel White is manufactured. He said there was a Vorta there, but this Vorta is kept almost a prisoner and does not command the Jem'Hadar there. Still, obedience brings victory, and victory is life. Who are we to question the motives of a god? And when a god lies, is it still a lie? Ah, Jem'Hadar philosophy. And we're getting closer
The other
and closer
Volta are
to the
going
bottom
be
of the link.
so envious when they hear about this.
Man, I really want to cut that man's head off. Really, really badly. Okay, now we're going to be facing the toughest of the Jem'Hadar here. Lamatu Khan. So I guess I better greet him the old-fashioned way. And I'm going to try taking out his buddies first, because that way I can get credit for both of these kills. Because I'm relatively sure that my people aren't going to kill off big guy right away. There we go. It's nice to be right occasionally. Let's activate a couple of abilities here. Get that damage resistance up. Yay, more catcher cell white. I can always sell it, I guess. Stop cringing, you weasel. Stand up like a man. If that's even possible for a weasel like you. And now we've reached the bottom of the hill and the lake of the Great Link. A little bit of clipping on the cape there. One, two, three. That's a lot of founders. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 founders, and oh, look, that one's lost all the way to the side there. Has he been bad?
Have you come to finish the job of exterminating us, Summit?
Wasn't on my plans for today. Even deceived.
Impossible. We have linked with Lost. He is in the link as we speak. We know all that he knows.
Then you must be a real big sucker, because he's lying.
It is true that he awoke before us. Let us summon him to answer these charges.
We've got 1 or 2 witnesses too. If you want to do the trial thing.
It's true, Great One. These people are not hunting you. The Great Link remains. The Dominion has a treaty with the Alpha Quadrant species.
This creature lies. You have joined with me. You
Then
know
you
all
should have no qualms
that I know.
about linking.
No. These solids have poisoned your mind. I will not be forced to link by them.
Is that a request? Alright, Changeling. You're not the first Changeling I've beaten up recently. And you won't be the last. That said, he is okay, he's beginning to take damage now. Looking back, maybe I should have kept one of my bridge officer abilities to cut down his damage resistance. Maybe I should have saved that instead of using it onto Jem'Hadar. And there's our good buddy Nemen cringing again. Why do we keep him around anyway? Oh right, so that the founders don't kill us all immediately. I'm sure I can take a single, or my crew and I can take a single changeling. Having to deal with multiples at a time would probably be asking a bit much. Alright, lass. You know what? It occurs to me I'm probably not going to get credit for killing him either because, you know, we promised not to kill him. Oh, and now he's become the big blob thing. Okay, you want to play it that way? I can play it that way. Ow. Okay, that plan did not work as well as I would have thought. Back up, please. Try again. I'm practically drinking the founder. Please get me up. I'm face down in founder goo. Okay, you all suck. Let's get everybody up and at them again. Okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy. That's right. Let's see how you handle ranged weapons. I mean, even if I got credit for killing you down, it'd only be one person for the Batlift kill. What's the point? On the other hand, you're almost down now, so... Ah, nuts, he just transformed again. Ow. Knock me down, why don't you? Fall down, changeling, fall down! He's a lot easier to manage when he's in his humanoid form, I notice. I mean, it's not simple, but at least he's not butchering everybody around him. This fight is going well. He won't last much longer. Unless he transforms again, of course. Let go of me, you Fruit Loop. And he's a puddle again. Well, he's slinking away, so I'm going to assume that means we win. As per our agreement, we'll let him get away.
Although it is unfortunate we had to resort to violence to force Lost into his liquid form, we are grateful for your assistance. We shall now be able to link again and learn the whole truth of our past. If you are telling the truth, you have nothing more to fear from us. But we request that you leave us in peace. We have no interest in dealing with your kind.
Feeling is mutual. I mean, yeah, I know the dialogue option there is, I hope you change your mind, but that's this wishy-washy Starfleet kind of thing. From a Klingon point of view, it's more along the lines of good riddance.
Well, it has been a pleasure knowing you. I will remain here and serve the Founders. They have been without a Vorta and have much to learn about their siblings in the Gamma Quadrant. I know the Founders may seem ungrateful to you, but what can you expect from a god? Still, you have my gratitude for whatever the gratitude of an insignificant servant is worth.
Yeah, In other words, just as insignificant. Good riddance to you, too. Beam us out of here. Don't bother beaming up Nemen. Sir, Jem'Hadar Dreadnought warping in. They are hailing us. Put it on screen.
Although you have slain our brothers, we have orders to allow you to leave the system. But you are never to return. And let it be known among your peoples that this system belongs to us, and you are not welcome.
You know, ordinarily I don't respond well to threats. But you know what? I got to beat up a changeling today, so my mood is good. We'll leave you alone. You don't leave this system. Otherwise, we'll be back. Sir, I recommend we launch a beacon to warn other ships not to approach this system. I found a good location. Now the funny thing is, their good location might not be conveniently seeable. Okay, there it is. Got the little flashes, I'll come up there. There we go. Just kind of aim towards it. And sometimes you gotta stop to launch these beacons, because if you're moving, it keeps interrupting the deployment. Oh, minigame. And it is time to depart. And this ends the Cardassian struggle chapter. We have done well here. Oh, some duty officer missions got wrapped up. Let's collect those. And I didn't think I was going to find anything else here, but it was worth a try. Commander Cyrus.
Congratulations. You have defeated the True Way and made peace with the Alpha Changelings. I have transmitted messages to the major powers of the galaxy, advising them to avoid the Araya system.
Excellent. Now, which one of these will give me more credits when I sell them? Because I ain't keeping them. Resonating phasers it is. Okay, Tetrion beam, not phasers.
Congratulations, Captain.
And look, another level. Now we're going to go with the advanced shield penetration. Because more is better. And let's take a look at where things stand on my Klingon receiver. 677 kills so far. We've gotten a fair amount. I mean, it's just a drop in the bucket compared to what I need for my 1000, but I see visible improvement. Hunter Instinct, slower going, but I'm pretty sure that number has risen. So all is well there. And of course, we have completed the Cardassian arc. That gives another potential. Okay, looks like this one is going to be okay. Klingon equipment. Again, holding off on that until we get higher level, so I can maximize the potential of those, either by selling them or other means. As far as equipment goes, we've gotten some new shields, so we're going to give this 7 to Valera. I felt bad about not giving her better shields before, but now I can rectify that situation. So, when we look at our list of arcs here, we have completed the Cardassian struggle, and now it's time for the Borg. We need our best captains to work in teams on special task force operations. These are difficult missions that require a skilled team to work together. Come see me on Deep Space Nine, and I will give you more information about task force operations. We need the help of our most skilled commanders.
Do you have any questions?
Now, honestly, this is just basically a wrapper mission, but hey, it's free XP and all that, so let's pick it up. It's basically an introduction to task force operations in the game. Even though I'm pretty sure there are some that are available for lower level people. Alright, that is dock with DS9. Loading, loading, loading. And now we're going to find Admiral Devac, who should be this way. And he's on the outer ring area, so... Okay, there we go. See that up ahead? Omega Force. And we're going to talk to Yasumi.
The Chancellor informs me that you are prepared to serve as the member of the Honor Guard. I wanted to see for myself whether you are worthy. I have ties on both sides of the war, so I understand how difficult it has been for the Federation and the Empire. However, I think some things are more important than our disagreements. And fortunately, the Chancellor agrees. That's why I have been tasked with leading the fight against the Borg. We are the thin line that separates the Empire from ruination. It is our job to take on the most impossible tasks and make them possible. Special task forces aren't for everyone, but the rewards for those who can complete them are worth the effort. From what I hear,
Well, not as much as they used to be.
you and your ship are more than up to the task. Completing my missions won't be easy, but I and my officers will do all I can to help you. You will earn the finest weapons and armor that the Alpha Quadrant has to offer. You will be able to outfit your ship with equipment that will make
Sounds
you
like a recruitment
envy
officer,
of
doesn't
your
he?
fellow officers. Even special personnel or resources will be available to you. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Now,
Have any
granted,
questions?
and of course they have a whole bunch of information about what's the Honor Guard, Omega Force, Mako, which are pretty much irrelevant to what we're doing here, particularly in light of the fact that things have changed a great deal since all of this was put together. Nowadays, all that kind of thing is done on the reputation stuff, and reputation isn't going to open up for me for at least level 50. There we go. Level 50. Unlock reputation system. So all the stuff that he's talking about, all of these special equipment and personnel and stuff, don't you believe it? That's the way it used to be, but now this is basically a relic of older designs, older game mechanics. Report on Borg activities. Borg activity has increased noticeably throughout the Beta Quadrant. Our new friends in the Romulan Republic have suggested a disturbing cause for the Borg presence near our borders. Tal Shiar experiments with Borg technologies. Talk to the Romulan ambassador on Kronos for more information and put a stop to this threat against the Empire. Okay, another rapper mission, but you know what?
Serve the Empire well.
This works for me because this will allow me to take a quick pit stop and grab a couple of those kit modules I was mentioning earlier. Home again to Kronos. Throne world of the Klingon Empire. Let's see if there's any marauding missions I can do here. Nope, those are the paid missions again. So let's get in range of the planet and I will beam down and have a chat with this Romulan ambassador. I find it interesting because the Romulan ambassador used to open up the information for the Mol Rihan missions at New Romulus. He might still do so. I'm not 100% sure. But first, I must go to the Great Hall. Doesn't seem so busy out here today. It will be more interesting in the near future. And there's the Romulan ambassador. Kapla, Captain. The Tal Shiar have gone too far. Their experiments with Borg technologies not only put us at risk by provoking a hostile force, but also put all of us at risk for being assimilated if one of their scientists make even one mistake. And that's pretty much all we need to do with this one. New Romulus Age is something entirely different. That comes after the Borg advance. Now let's find out where angels fear to tread. I need a capable ship and crew to check on reports of Borg activity in the Burgess system. The Salah is more than up to the task, and I know a true warrior such as you will be eager to test your mettle against the Collective. Stay alert. There have been reports of other ships in that region, including Tal Shiar vessels. The Burgess system is well out of Romulan space. I'd like to know what their purpose is out there. So we have our usual trifecta, plus deflector dishes. That will be potentially useful. I could use an upgrade. First though, it is time to locate kit modules, and I'm pretty sure that this is the direction I want to go. That's right, I get stuck on a small rise in elevation there. And look, requisition personal equipment. Let's go with kits. Let's go with tactical modules. I am a captain, so that means I can use tier 7 equipment. I want lunge. I definitely want lunge. Let's see. Stun grenade. Maybe. Huh. No ambush for, oh, there it is. Is that a melee attack? No, it's a damage buff. Kind of checking to see if there's any, sweeping strikes. Sweeping strikes. There is no low-level sweeping strikes. The only sweeping strike I can grab is at Brigadier General level. That's gonna be a while. Well, you know what? I'll just stick with that. So we'll go over here and slap on the sweeping strikes. Oh, did I take the stun grenade? I didn't take the stun grenade. Oops. I'm sorry. I wanted the stun grenade too. I wanted to replace the photon grenade because, you know, anything that gives a potential hold, that is okay with me. Before we close that out, let's go up here, replace, and then we're going to sell that kit module for the photons because I don't need it. Oh, sell the Tetrion thing too while I'm at it. What does this console do? Control expertise, don't need it, but maybe I'll sell it off later. I don't need any proton beam, personal shield. Just clear out some of the stuff I don't need anymore. And we'll ditch that too. Why not? All right. Excellent. Time to go where angels fear to tread. Burgess Asteroid Belt. The Burgess Asteroid Belt is approximately 47.9 million kilometers from the Burgess Iota 20, a Class F dwarf star. The asteroids of the belt are comprised of rocky shells around cores of iron, deuterium, carbon, and fistrium alloys. You know, just the kind of place you want to go as a tourist spot.
This is Commander Talus of the Romulan Star Empire vessel RNA. We are under attack by Borg scout squadrons. This is a formal request for assistance from any ship receiving this message. Do not abandon us.
Yeah, sure, why not? We knew we were going to have to go fight Borg sooner or later, right? Cloak up. No sense in giving them any advantages. Let's get started early. Yeah. A palpable hit on that Borg spear. Oops. They just called in for some upgrades. Okay, let's get the intelligence abilities working on this guy. He's likely to be a little rougher. Or maybe not. You know, I always expected the Borg cubes to be a little more intimidating. There are reasons for this, but you'd have to do the Borg task forces to find out why.
To any ship in range, this is the IRW RNA. My ship has been attacked and disabled by the Borg. My crew are being assimilated. The self-destruct is offline. I have retreated with my surviving officers to the main science lab. If you can hear this, I formally request assistance. If there is no one who can respond to this message, then may we die with honor.
You had to use that phrase, didn't you? Oh, I cannot resist helping someone who is, going the honorable route, so we're on our way. Never mind the fact that Romulans annoy me. If it's honorable combat.
Our assistance. Borg drones have beamed aboard the RNA and are attempting to assimilate my crew. Several of us have barricaded ourselves in the science lab. We need your assistance to prevent our ship from being assimilated and to save the rest of the crew.
Stay put. We're on our way. Now, for those who are familiar with Star Trek and familiar with the Borg,
To adopt energy weapons.
Here
In
you
order
go.
to use energy weapons effectively against them. Equip yourself and your bridge officers with frequency remodulators. There is a supply of them not far from your current position.
which makes things nice and easy. I mean, technically I can go into my replicator and replicate as many frequency remodulators as I want, but I'm lazy.
There should be enough remodulators in that crate for your entire away team. If you ever need more, you should be able to replicate them easily enough.
Uh-oh. I just heard something. That's not good sound. Okay, everybody's got their remodulators now. So they will hopefully use them as they fight. The good news is, however, for those of us using non-energy weapons, the problems are not quite so bad. And we have found some assimilated drones. Oh, more Romulans. And more Borg. Why use energy weapons when bladed weapons are so much harder to adapt to?
The Borg have locked down the passage ahead. Use the console in sickbay to override the security protocols.
Hi there. More drones. Boy, there are certainly plenty of these guys here, aren't there? Don't have to use frequency remodulation when I'm using a bat'leth. Alright, ooh. Something to scan and harvest. Zidane is not like Tel-El, my Romulan Republic captain that I streamed before Zidane. So he doesn't have the hamster-like desire to grab everything he sees. But I'm not going to ignore them if they happen to be right there. And get the prisoners out of here. Get! Scat!
Thank you so much for saving us. The Tel Shiar were using us as test subjects in their experiments with Borg technology. Only a few of us survived their investigations. I know that they'll do anything to preserve their empire. And I've seen with my own eyes what they and the Ilachi did to the outlying colonies. But I didn't think they would be this cruel to their own people.
And with that, they've just lost any protection that Honor gave them earlier. Using their own people for mad scientist experiments, yeah. I'm going to have to disagree with that philosophy. What am I missing? Ah, here we go. I can always rely upon a tricorder scan to let me know where to go.
The Borg have disabled the force fields guarding the science lab. We managed to fend off the first wave, but we need your help. Get to the lab and stop the remaining drones.
I'd be tempted to let them have you, but, you know, the Borg are arguably more of a threat. Okay. So much for trying to be clever here. Stupid Romulan starship layout. Oh, how'd I miss you? Ah! The Kirk kick! Oh, I just noticed a recently acquired captain ability I picked up. This ability here will allow me to beam down security escorts. So if I need them, I have a couple more Klingon warriors who will be more than happy to help out with the carnage. And needless to say, I suspect I'm going to need to call upon them soon. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Good. Everybody's still with me. Good.
Borg drones incoming. Destroy them before they reach the research equipment.
I don't see no Borg. Oh, there they are. Okay, now I want the security escorts up and running. And I will content myself while they phaser everybody to death. I'm going to use the old D&D tactic of hack and slay. Man, that's a phrase I haven't used in years. Elite tactical drone. Don't want to forget that. That might be a weapon worth using. I think we've run out of Borg.
Scanners show no further Borg presence aboard. Thank you for your aid, but I must ask you to return to your ship at once. Our research here is critical to the survival of the Romulan Star Empire. I cannot share these secrets, even with our rescuers.
Yeah, well, you know what? You invited us here, so now you have to deal with the consequences of inviting us here. What's this strange device? It's a thing. I know, that was real helpful, right?
We are studying salvaged Borg devices. Bear in mind that this technology is now the sovereign property of the Romulan Star Empire. My engineers tell me that our engines are online, so your further presence aboard my ship is neither necessary nor desirable. You are our enemy. Your assistance does not change that basic fact.
Oh, he's gonna be sorry she said that.
Long-range sensors show a Borg squadron approaching at speed. Essential repairs to our singularity drive are almost complete. If you can occupy the Borg and give us the time we need, I will overlook your intrusion on our classified research.
Yeah, well, guess what? Remember what you were saying earlier about us being enemies? We'll be taking that Borg tech with us now.
How dare you! Our ship's vulnerability, but you cannot escape the wrath of the Tal Shiar. Do not think that your actions today will go unpunished. We will find you, and when we do, you will return what you have taken with interest.
Come back when you're ready to fight. Borg sphere incoming. Cloak it up. Charge all weapons and have at it. Now see, Captain, this is the kind of thing that happens when you mouth off and say, oh, you're our enemy. Don't be surprised then when we decide, okay, fine. If we're enemy, let's be enemies. I mean, honestly. Survive Borg Armada. Well, that sure sounds good, doesn't it?
Finally, Singularity Drive is online. Our scanners show more ships approaching. I hope you enjoy the spoils of your theft. Enjoy defending them from the Borg, that is.
I'm not too worried. We kicked that one Borg cube pretty badly, so...
We are responding to a distress call from an IRW RNA. Normally we wouldn't provide assistance to the Tal Shiar, but the Borg are a threat to all of us. However, you appear to have things well in hand. Do you require assistance?
I wouldn't say no. Oops. We're bracketed by Borg attackers. But luckily, we are still getting the best of the sky. Well, it looks like we both took out a Borg cube.
How dare you try to escape with the property of the Romulan Star Empire? Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded.
Yeah, not happening. What, did you think that we were going to let an enemy of the Klingon Empire take the stuff? I don't think so. We just crashed a couple Borg cubes. I am not intimidated by you. Tell your captain next time not to mouth off at a Klingon. Resistance is futile. Oh, yes, yes, yes indeed. Resistance against us was futile. We should leave the system and contact Kronos as soon as possible, sir. Course is laid in and we can depart on your command. Out we go. Slightly damaged, but unbowed. So let's have a chat with Captain Krav. I spit on the Borg and the Tal Shiar. I don't know what's worse, Captain. Those soulless machines or honorless, pointy-eared schemers. However, I am pleased at the outcome. Your ship is now prepared to combat the Borg wherever we find them. So, which of these would be good? Drain or control? Drain or control? We're going to go with control because I've got tractor beam stuff and all that, so we'll do that one.
Congratulations, Captain.
Of course, it would help if I put up the ship for it, wouldn't it? Da-da-da-da-da. Do I have cloaking on my ship? Yes, I do. In fact, I have been making regular use of my ship's cloaking device because one of the little abilities, one of the little details I've got here is a Klingon receiver. And one of the things that is being tracked is how many enemies I kill in space after I damage them during an ambush from cloak. So I've gotten 162 kills doing so far, and I'm hoping to rack those numbers up as high as I can. Got some other consoles here. What are they? I don't know if I want to use these engines yet. Can I upgrade this any further? Do I have a tech upgrade I can use? I do not. Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to buff my tech upgrades. Nice, yes. And of course, it is my favorite type of Klingon ship, the Katinga class, or as the game will put it, the legendary D7 Intel battle cruiser. There is no Klingon ship design that is better than this one. Period. That is my opinion and a fact. So let it be written, so let it be done. I'm going to swap that out for the emitter console. Better shields, better weapons. I'm all for that. And this last one is control expertise. Don't care. Don't really have space for it. That's a weapon. I have gotten another bridge officer available. And we're going to go with the alien tactical. Well, I already have an alien officer, don't I? Where am I? Bolero. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have an equal amount of stuff there. We'll grab the alien anyway. Why not? Not now, though. I will decide at some future time as to whether or not who will be replacing whom. And I have reached the big one. The tactical ultimate ability. Focused Frenzy. Every time I hit the marked foe with an energy weapon, my weapon's firing cycles will speed up faster and faster. So, that's nice. I'm going to go into my tray here. I'm going to look up the focus thingy. Focus Frenzy. And pop it right here. So that I'll be able to use it at need. Now, when I get a few more of these tactical abilities, I'll be able to get 3 special unlocks. Frenzied Reactions, Frenzied Assault, and Team Frenzy. So, good stuff to look forward to on that. I also have a ground specialization, so I've gotten all the weapons. So what do I want to do? Do I want to go with ground health and armor? Do I want to go with shields? Or do I want to go with kits? Downright kit all. Yeah, you know what? And thank you for stopping in, Brigga. Welcome to my stream. And I think you are absolutely right. I think kits are the way to go here. So we are going to grab that. Let's see. Tactical training abilities. Stun grenade or fire on my mark. I like grenades. That's just a personal choice there. So, what have we in store next? A gathering darkness. Let's see what we have to say here. Captain, what do you know about the Borg nanovirus? The Borg aren't just assimilating individuals anymore. They found a way to assimilate entire areas. They infect the technology, the water, the flora, even the air. After that, it's only a matter of time until the entire planet is Borg. If this process is allowed to continue unchecked, they'll assimilate the entire sector. And from there, they could assimilate the entire Federation. And then nothing would stand between the Borg and the Klingon Empire. Starfleet had a team working on a counteragent on Omicron Kappa 2. However, Starfleet has lost contact with the colony there. They fear that the nanovirus has escaped and the colony has been assimilated. We need that team and the data they have collected. Our defense plans are useless without them. I am sending the IKS Salah to the Omicron Kappa 2 system. Find the researchers and bring them back. I don't need to tell you how dangerous this is, Captain. Watch your back. And kapla! And we have the usual trifecta: experience points, expertise, and lithium ore, and a choice of armor. So, you know, good stuff ahead. Let's see, before I hop over there, let's see if I have any Marauder assignments here. I still do not. Did something just pop up there? No, that was just wishful thinking. Departments. Still money. Okay, so much for those. We shall transwarp to destination, so we don't have to go through the pain of watching me crawl across sector space. And here we are. Omicron Kappa 2 is the home of a Federation colony with approximately 22,000 residents. That's a pretty small colony. And it's very green. Omicron Kappa 2 has been largely assimilated by the Borg, and they are using the planet as a hub for their ships in the area. They're sure to be aware of our presence. However, we're picking up an emergency signal from the surface. That may mean the research team has not been assimilated. If we want to send an away team down to find the research team, the first thing we have to do is engage the Borg patrols and find a safe location for our orbit. Well, we've had some pretty good luck fighting the Borg so far. Let's see if we can keep that streak alive. Try to close in so I get the fire at will on all these people. And engage. The more of these guys that get blown up fast, the better. I don't know, the classic Borg sounds Swedish. Yeah, there we go. Hey, call back to first contact. Of course, the fact that that's classic now just makes me feel my age even more. Borg spear. Well, far be it from us to ignore beating up on their spears. And that takes care of the spear. And looks like we have one more spear to go. Good news is my bridge officer abilities are recharging pretty quickly. I'm kind of surprised. These guys are going down pretty quickly. I am pleased with the progress. Even if they're turning my shields into hash. Still, it should not last much longer. There are no additional patrols on our sensors, sir, but we are detecting a high concentration of Borg on the planet's surface. We are also picking up the energy signature of a large data node, which means the Borg have connected the entire planet to the collective. You know, now that we're closer to the planet, it does look like it's getting Borgified. Starfleet believes that the research team can be saved, and that may have the information we need to formulate a treatment that can save multitudes from the Borg nanovirus. The away team is ready to leave on your command. Well, let's do the deed. Sir, sensors are detecting numerous Borg life signs and a few non-Borg life signs ahead. Recommend we proceed with caution. Once again, I'm using the tool that they cannot adapt to. Melee combat. Nice. Quick, to the point. Science buff, need a hazard emitter. It would be helpful to deal with those plasma attacks, wouldn't they?
Thank you. Your arrival could not have been more timely. My fellow researchers are still at our camp and require your assistance. There are Borg in the area.
You don't say. Borg in the area. I can see why the Federation hired you as a scientist. There are Borg in the area. I'll take obvious comments for 1,000. Ah, kill stole my melee kill. There's the camp ahead. Whoa. Okay, that was unexpected. Okay, looks like the Borg are ramping up the work. Sir, sensors are detecting numerous Borg life signs headed this way. Recommend we prepare to defend the area. And here they come. Marching on. Yeah, Kirk kicked the Borg. Jim Kirk would be proud. Captain, we are receiving a request for transport for some scientists on the surface. Beam them up. Oh, hi.
Thanks for the rescue. My name is Dr. Eric Cooper. My team and I were researching the Borg nanovirus. It's fascinating.
We'll be seeing this
The
guy
Borg
an
have
awful
been
lot.
using it to assimilate entire planets. The land, the buildings, the people. Anyway, during the course of our research, The nanovirus containment failed. The nanovirus activated and assimilated enough equipment to signal the collective.
You idiots. You're as bad as the Romulans were, playing with Borg technology like that.
We cannot allow the Borg to continue using this nanovirus. I think we have enough data to formulate a counteragent, but we'll need to recover it from the area that's already assimilated. That's why I stayed behind. I can get you inside the compound, but then it will be up to you to recover the data. Can I count on your assistance?
Well, since it's the choice of getting the data or letting the Borg continue to assimilate everything, do you think Cooper have a copper bike? Ah, Cooper. We're going to be seeing him far too much.
Thank you. I'm in your debt, as is the entire Alpha Quadrant. Lead the way to the force field.
Don't get lost, Cooper. Oh, look. It's more Borg drones. Adapt to a bat'leth, fools. Oh wait, you can't because it's a melee weapon. It's good to be a Klingon. Oh, how'd I miss that one? What do you think the odds are that these guys are going to wake up and attack us soon? I'm going to say pretty good. Have this force field down in no time. Oh, so far so... Oh, there we go. What a shock. I knew we should have just cut their throats while they were just standing there. And that means these guys will be online. Oh, and there they are. Right on schedule. Yeah, we're not going to let those drones take out Cooper. Or us, for that matter. Are you done yet, Cooper? I kind of want to slap him a few times.
I've overridden the force fields, but the Borg detected the intrusion into their systems. They'll know you're coming. Head into the facility and locate the central data node. We don't have time to search for the right files, so simply transfer all the information to your ship's computer and hold off the Borg until the transfer is complete. I'll stay here. I'd probably just get in your way.
Now that's a refreshing self-assessment. Grab the force fields and hide. And we'll take care of the heavy lifting. So the job is take all the data. I can do this. But first, let's take care of certain annoying details. Last thing we need is having the Borg drones jumping us when we're not paying attention. Of course, there's only, dozens of them in alcoves here. Just keep waiting for them to start disconnecting. Oh, there's a lone drone right over there. Oh, and he's got Big Brother. Okay. Start the data transfer. And we've got 1 minute. And the Borg can put a force field up around the area, which means Life has just gotten interesting. Oh, download away. Download away. That's right, I just disintegrated him with a kick. Sometimes the mechanics in the game are a little funny. Seconds. And doing my best to burnish up those melee kills from the Klingon recruitment. Download complete. So once we finish off these guys, it's time to get out of Dodge, to borrow a phrase. Oh, but they're not going to go quietly, are they? A fleet of Undine ships have entered orbit, and they're launching an orbital bombardment. So what the heck are the Undine doing here? For those unfamiliar, the Undine may be better known as another designation. Species 8472. Right, orbital strike inbound. Well, thank you for telling me well in advance. That was really helpful information. But we are fighting our way through the Borg. Oh, how did we miss that one? I need my people following me. Orbital strike heading our way. Well, as you know, as long as they're hitting the Borg, I'm okay with that. Oh, there's an Undine, and he's kind of kicking butt, ain't he? I'm not sure who I'm rooting for here. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't think that was good.
I need you back here. Undine troops are beaming down. They're focusing on the Borg, but they'll find me soon.
Oh, heavens forbid. So we might as well just carve our way through everybody between us and the teleports, the transporter site. I didn't like the Undine anyway. The Undiner have a lot to do with the origins of the conflict in Star Trek Online. In a very real way, their presence is what got the Klingons and the Federation arguing with each other and eventually going to war. The Klingons took it seriously. Federation, maybe not as much. Okay, bridge crew still there. Good work away, team. Now let's find Cooper. Oh, and there he is. Still breathing.
It looked like the Borg just abducted that Undine. But that's pointless. Undine can't be assimilated. Unless the Borg must believe they have found a way to assimilate the Undine. We have to stop them. There's probably too much interference for transport, but there are some pattern enhancers nearby. Those should help us get back to your ship.
Well, you know, an assimilated Undine is probably bad news, so let's see if we can catch them before they get away. We've done all we can, sir. Let's get out of here. I'm going to assume we beamed Cooper in too. Captain, the Borg Spear is escaping with the Undine captive. If they are able to return it to the collective and assimilate it, just imagine what they could do with Undine drones. It looks like the spear is being pursued by an Undine ship. Pursuit course. Don't bother engaging the Undine ship. Concentrate fire on the Borg. Oh, something just happened. Did they just get away? Oh no. I recognize this formation. I think we got those scientists off world just in time. It's an earth-shattering kaboom! The Borg sphere has gone to warp, sir, followed by an Undine ship. I was able to isolate their warp signature. We should be able to follow their trail. We should report back to the Klingon Defense Force and then follow them. I never imagined the Undine would destroy an entire world to prevent the spread of the Borg. Many lives were lost here today, Captain, but even more were saved. Oh, as far as I'm concerned, it was a good fight. We were victorious. Even though we have this really big honkin' loose end to deal with. Let's report in. You managed to recover much of the data about the counter-agent to the nanovirus. Since the planet was destroyed, hopefully the Borg have not had enough time to adapt to the counter-agent. The Borg will adapt in time, of course. We must stay one step ahead of them. Alright, so I'm a big fan of energy dampening armor. We'll grab that.
Congratulations, Captain.
We'll grab the skill. Okay, it's time to start looking at things that aren't tactical in nature. Long-range targeting sensors is that's a pretty good one. Don't care so much about exotic particles. And then the engineering ones to up the power systems that I have on board. But I'm going to go with the long range for now. Because cutting down the amount of damage per distance, that's a bad thing. And being able to reduce the penalty, that's a good thing. And this will be a great cliffhanger for this evening. Because we are at the 10 o'clock hour and at the end of tonight's stream. I will be, of course, returning to Star Trek Online next Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern to 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and we will find out what the Borg are trying to do with the Undine. Thanks, Legend. I will also be streaming on Saturday afternoon, Star Citizen, which I do every week. That'll be at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern to 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Thanks, Cap. You have a good night, too. I hope you all enjoyed watching, whether you were watching this live or video on demand, either here at Twitch or on YouTube. Always glad to have people stop by and say hello. Thank you again for watching. This is Korath Landwalker, signing off.